Hey, welcome to the Explainer. So if you're building anything with LLMs, you've probably felt this pain. You build something, you ship it, and then it's just a black box, right? Today, we're going to pry that box open. We're demystifying the observability tools that bring some much-needed clarity. And specifically, we're going to compare Langfuse and Langsmith so you can figure out which one is the right fit for your stack.
All right, let's just jump right in. This question from a dev on Reddit. This just hits home for so many people. It perfectly captures this huge pain point we're all facing. You've built this amazing, powerful LLM app, but the second it's in production, trying to figure out what's actually happening under the hood and, what it's costing you is a massive, massive challenge.
Think about it. For a lot of us, our LLM app feels like this total black box. You ship your code, and for a while, it just works. Until, of course, it doesn't. And then the questions start piling up. Why did my agent fail? Why was that call so slow? And the big one, how much is this actually costing me per user? Right now, answering these feels like pure guesswork. Okay, so to start solving this, we first need to clear up some confusion. Let's get our vocabulary straight, because there are a lot of terms floating around. When you really break it down, your development stack has 3 key layers. So, layer 1, the framework. Think of a tool like LangChain. This is the stuff you use to build your application. It's the open source library that gives you all the building blocks and helps you wire everything together. It's your construction kit, basically.
Then, you've got the platform. This is where tools like Langfuse and Langsmith live. After you've built your app, it sends data to these platforms, and that is what lets you observe what's happening, debug problems, and actually evaluate how well it's performing. And here's the most important takeaway from this section. These tools aren't competing with each other. They operate on totally different layers of the same stack. You've got your product at the top, the framework in the middle that you write your code in, and the observability platform at the bottom, helping you see what's going on. You build with one, you observe with the other. Simple as that.
Okay, so now that we've cleared that up, let's zoom in on one of these powerful observability platforms. Let's talk about Langfuse.
So what is Langfuse? At its heart, it's an open source platform for LLM engineering. It's designed to give your whole team a toolkit to debug, analyze, and just get better at building your LLM applications. And that open source part is a big deal. It means you get full control over your data and your infrastructure.
And it's really built around 4 key pillars that all work together. First, you've got observability, which lets you log, traces, and finally get some transparency into costs, latency, and failures. Then there's prompt management, so you can version, collaborate on, and deploy prompts without touching the code. Third, evaluation, to actually measure the quality of your outputs. And finally, the platform itself, which is API first, self-hostable, and ties this whole workflow together.
All right, this is where it gets really interesting. Let's see how these features directly attack those black box problems we talked about at the beginning. We're going to go from chaos to clarity, one question at a time.
Let's start with the one that keeps developers up at night. Your agent failed. Something went wrong in production. You're staring at a wall of logs and you have no idea why. So where do you even begin to find the root cause?
Well, Langfuse tackles this with something called tracing. Here's how it works. A single request from a user, like a question to your chatbot, is captured as a trace. And inside that trace, every single step, a call to an LLM, a tool call, a RAG retrieval, is logged as a nested observation. So you end up with this beautiful step-by-step map of exactly what happened, making it so much easier to pinpoint where it all went south. You can even group these traces into a session to see a full conversation.
Okay, next up, the money question. The one that gives finance departments nightmares. How much is this thing actually costing us? Because without good tracking, that LLM bill can spiral out of control fast.
This is how you get that control back. Langfuse tracks token usage and costs for every single generation. It automatically breaks it down by input and output. Better yet, you can tag each request with a user ID so you can see exactly which users are costing you the most. And here's a really cool part. Even if the LLM provider doesn't give you the cost data in their API response, Langfuse is smart enough to infer it based on the model. That closes a huge visibility gap.
All right, let's talk about another huge bottleneck in development, improving your prompts. It can be so painfully slow. When your prompts are just strings buried in the code, even a tiny text change means an engineer has to get involved, it needs a code review, and it has to go through a full deployment cycle.
This is a game changer. Langfuse pulls your prompts out of the code. It decouples them.
So now a product manager or a copywriter or any non-technical expert on your team can go into the Langfuse UI, tweak a prompt, and those changes go live instantly. No code, no deployments. You can just imagine how much that speeds up the whole iteration process.
And that brings us to the ultimate question, right? You're making all these changes, you're iterating on prompts, but is your application actually getting any better? How do you measure if you're making progress or just spinning your wheels?
This is exactly where evaluation comes into play. It's about systematically measuring the quality of your outputs. You can use it to spot hallucinations or factual errors, monitor performance, and really track your progress over time. And you can do this both offline by testing on specific datasets during development and online by monitoring your live traffic in production. Ultimately, this is how you build user trust, by delivering consistent, high-quality results.
All right, so let's say you're convinced you absolutely need an observability platform. The next question is, which one? How do you decide between a tool like the open-source Langfuse and its very popular alternative, Langsmith?
Let's put them side by side, because the difference really boils down to their core philosophy. Langfuse is an open-source platform. It's built with a first-class self-hosting experience, meaning you can run it on Docker, Kubernetes, wherever you want. The big one there? Full control over your data. Langsmith, on the other hand, is a closed-source product. It's primarily a cloud SaaS solution, and self-hosting is usually something reserved for big enterprise plans. So when you look at it this way, it becomes clear that it's not about which tool is better. There's no single right answer. The real question is, which tool is right for you? It all depends on your team's needs, your constraints, and what you're trying to build. And to help you figure that out, here's a super practical decision tree. Just ask yourself these 4 questions. First, data sensitivity. Are you okay sending your traces to a third-party cloud? Or do you have strict requirements that mean you have to self-host? Second, infrastructure. Do you have a team that can manage these services? Or would you rather just pay for a turnkey SaaS solution? Third, your stack. Are you all in on the LangChain ecosystem? Or do you use a mix of frameworks and need something that's more neutral? And finally, fourth, lock-in. How important are open source and being able to move your data for your long-term strategy?
Go through those questions, and the right choice for your team should become pretty clear. Because at the end of the day, building a great LLM app isn't just about shipping code. It's about really understanding what that code is doing out in the wild. Your LLM is live right now, but do you truly know what it's doing? In today's world, leaving that as a black box is a risk you just can't afford to